In a small, cozy house on Maple Street lived a little boy named Leo. He was around 10 years old, with messy brown hair, bright, curious eyes, and a smile that could light up any room, though he rarely smiled when it came to school. Leo didn't like school at all. He found it boring, too loud, and full of rules. That morning, he stood in front of the mirror dressed as a mini vampire with a black cape, shiny red collar, and white face paint because it was Halloween day. "Maybe school will be better today," he whispered, though he didn't really believe it. At school, Leo dragged his feet through the lessons. Even though everyone wore costumes, a witch, a skeleton, even a banana, he still felt tired and dull. The only thing that cheered him up was the thought of the evening. His friends were planning a Halloween party at Lily's house, and she had promised something magical. When the final bell rang, Leo ran home as fast as he could, threw his bag on the bed, and couldn't stop smiling. Maybe today wouldn't be so bad after all. At 6 o'clock, Leo arrived at Lily's house, glowing with orange lights and carved pumpkins. Lily was dressed as a witch, Sam as a pirate, and Mia as a ghost. They laughed, played games, and ate pumpkin pie, cookies, and candy corn. Music played softly, and everyone danced. The night sparkled with joy and laughter. Suddenly, there was a knock at the door. When Lily opened it, everyone gasped. Standing there were 5 animals and 1 pumpkin. Ralph the rabbit, wearing a tiny magician's hat, with shiny white fur and red shoes. Finn the fox, clever looking with orange fur, a black bow tie, and a confident grin. Mimi the mouse, tiny and cute, in a pink fairy dress holding a wand. Buddy the dog, big and fluffy, dressed like a superhero with a blue cape. Cleo the cat, sleek and graceful, wearing a golden crown and a soft purple scarf. Pumpkin Pete, a walking, talking pumpkin with glowing eyes and a cheerful voice. Everyone stared in awe, but the animals smiled and waved. "We heard there's a party here," said Finn the fox. "Mind if we join?" The kids laughed and shouted, "Of course!" Together they played Halloween games, pumpkin rolling, dance contests, and candy hunts. Mimi the mouse showed her fairy tricks. Ralph the rabbit made candy disappear and reappear, and Pumpkin Pete told spooky, funny stories. Even the shy Leo laughed until his stomach hurt. When the clock struck 10, the visitors waved goodbye and disappeared into the glowing night. Leo stood by the window, watching the stars and smiling. That night, as Leo got ready for bed, he thought about the day. He didn't like school, but if he hadn't gone, he wouldn't have met his friends and been invited to the party. He whispered to himself, even when you don't like something, something good and fun can always happen. And with that happy thought, he fell asleep dreaming of rabbits, foxes, and glowing pumpkins. Sometimes, the days we expect to be boring or bad can turn into the most magical memories of our lives. Always give life a chance. Surprises often come when we least expect them.